all the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true?
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I mean,
look.
I've probably had 4 boyfriends online so far.
It's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
They're both
man.
nice.
They both
but
nice.
it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because Joe can't keep
Papoose has reportedly been asking for a divorce, but Remy Ma isn't giving up. Claressa Shields stepped in, supposedly in support of Papoose, because the scene had become so out of control. But is this love or alimony? Recall that Papoose helped to protect Remy's reputation by being by her side during her incarceration. Easy the Block captain is now focusing on her work because she has already moved on with 2 younger women. Despite everything, Remy continues to hesitate to finalize the divorce. The situation worsened when Claressa Shields publicly showed her support for Papoose in an emotional birthday post, calling him one of one and thanking him from the bottom of her heart. But if Papoose and her are so close, why hasn't he made their relationship official? A lot of folks believe it's because Remy is dragging out the divorce process. And this is not just speculation. There's proof. Claressa was angry with Papoose for not telling her when he got home safely, according to purportedly leaked communications. She even addressed him by saying, "You're the one who's married. If we can't be together, at least let me know you're safe." But it doesn't stop there. Remy claims that Papoose threatened to contact the police and mentioned that he had audio evidence of a fight. Papoose, however, denies all of this, asserting that Remy's anger stems from the fact that he has moved on. At Christmas 2023, Remy was seen holding Easy close and even showing her love during a rap fight. If she is truly in love with someone else, why is she still holding on to Papoose? What are your thoughts on this matter? Tell us what you think in the comments section below.
Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline! That's the punchline!
But if you thought that was messy, there's more. During a Valentine's Day getaway, Claressa and Papoose, who have been great couple goals, recently gave fans a glimpse into their romantic lives. The 2 were spotted enjoying the sunlight and good vibes while on vacation in Hawaii. Papoose was taking care of business by helping to inaugurate the first Hawaii Fest in addition to taking in the tropical surroundings. During his romantic journey, he also made time to engage with followers. "The show was amazing," he wrote in a Threads post. Many celebrities showed up. "We broke records this year and created history."
You ready? There you go.
A heartwarming video of her serenading her lover on the beach while singing "Just the Two of Us, We Can Make It If We Try" was shared online.
The 2 of us, we can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us.
Rumor has it that Papoose has been planning his ideal romantic getaway for a while. In addition, he reportedly planned to finalize his divorce with Remy Ma before the trip so that he could propose to Claressa Shields on Valentine's Day. It was supposed to be perfect. Imagine Hawaii, the ambience, the love in the air. However, guess who is supposed to have stepped in to ruin it? Ma Remy.
And why?
Because of rumors that her current relationship with Easy the Block captain wasn't working well. According to reports, she is now playing games to stop Papoose from continuing. Seeing Papoose show Claressa the same unwavering devotion that he once showed her must be strange. Let's face it. Remember when Claressa entered the arena for her boxing battle and he performed? That was an entirely different level of love and enthusiasm, which Remy might not be experiencing right now. Watching Papoose show up and flirt with another woman? That must be painful. What do you think? Are Remy's intentions really to prevent Papoose from being happy? Tell us what you think in the comments section below. Does this solely involve heartbreak? You have to wonder what Remy Ma is really afraid of based on the way she is clutching. Recent reports claim that her refusal to sign the divorce papers is motivated more by money than by love. She has no intention of giving up those funds, and rumors have it that she fears Papoose may demand alimony. Here's the deal. Spousal support, sometimes referred to as alimony, is a requirement for the spouse with a greater income in the majority of divorces to pay the less wealthy partner. Let's be honest, Papoose maintained it for years. Courts consider a variety of factors for calculating alimony, including the length of the marriage, the income gap, and the contributions made by each spouse. And what do you know? For 11 years, Papoose and Remy were together. They formally separated in 2023 after dating since 2004 and getting married in 2008 during a phone chat while Remy was in jail. Now that's dedication. All the while, Papoose stayed faithful. 2008, Remy was sentenced to prison, but Papoose never left. 2014, following her release, Papoose stayed. 2015, they renewed their vows in a wedding ceremony that was broadcast on television. 2018, remember the birth of their daughter, Mackenzie. Is it love that Remy is holding on to this past, or is it just money?
The most amazing, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
You don't know if I'll marry you again?
What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
The emphasis today is on who actually needs assistance, as Papoose helped Remy Ma through some of the most difficult periods of her life. And honestly, he has a compelling argument. It gets complicated at this point, so let's talk about money. What is Remy Ma's net worth? $4 million, a significant amount more than Papoose's. This suggests that if she signs the divorce papers, she has a real chance of having to pay alimony. The majority of her money comes from her record sales, reality TV, and clothing firm. There's Something About Remy is not to be missed. 2006 saw the release of her debut album, based on a true story. Despite never becoming a public superstar, she has always been regarded in the game. What about those BET Best Female Hip Hop Artist nominations? She got 4 and won once. This is no little achievement.
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a lie.
But let's be honest, Remy remained active in the music business during her time behind bars. You know who was out there promoting and profiting from the mixtapes she put out while she was in prison? Papoose. He took care of her reputation when she couldn't do it herself. He managed her business to sustain income, kept her name in the public spotlight, and promoted her music. You can bet your bottom dollar that Remy made a lot of money from all of that. That is pure love and true labor.
Were you surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you? After you got sentenced, because you just knew, you just knew he was on it.
Nah.
And I thought that was a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that.
In 2014, when Remy was at last free, she and Pap brought their love story to the small screen with VH1's Love and Hip Hop, New York. In addition, they were able to acquire several spin-offs. Do you know who was present to make sure those checks were completed? Papoose. He wasn't just a supporting character, he had a big impact on the plot. Because of their struggles, love, and family, people kept paying attention. Since Pap was as much of a star of the show as Remy, he surely helped with those reality TV checks. Although it was incredible to watch, it's clear now that he played a bigger role in her success than others may have believed.
Dope. Besides the great performances, it was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Ra and one of Yandy's friends, but it was nothing.
Trying to sweep someone under the rug?
It was like one little fight. Nowhere near me. Like a football field away.
Therefore, when Remy unveiled the Remy Ma collection in 2018, it was yet another noteworthy bag. But what do you know? Pap was also responsible for that. Giving a percentage of the sales to support women and families affected by incarceration was a wise move. But it's important to remember that Pap was out here, pushing that line as well. In methods that most influencers are paid well for, he made sure the clothing was seen, sported it at events, and advertised the brand. Therefore, when talking about how Remy made her money, we also need to acknowledge the amount of work Pap did behind
Presence, Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show. That's what everybody...
This is when things become much more tricky. While Remy was in prison, Papoose was caring for her then-teenage son, Jason Scott. That man took on the role of a father figure when Remy was unable to be included. Without hesitation, Pap assumed that great responsibility. But this is when things took a fatal turn. Jason was arrested in connection with a fatal incident that happened in Queens, New York, in 2021 after Remy was released. He was charged with first-degree felonies and related offenses. This is an extremely sad situation, but it demonstrates the stability Pap provided while Remy was away. He took care of her child, ran the family, and kept everything together. And that's not anything you can value.
23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a...
Therefore, when we talk about this divorce and the reasons for her tardiness, it's becoming more and more clear that Remy knows Pap has a strong case for alimony. But what about Claressa? You know she's furious about all of this. Because Remy is out here delaying her entire wedding narrative, and Claressa doesn't sit quietly when things don't go her way.
Pisces, I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody telling him to have my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
And now they've stopped. Claressa is unable to continue their connection because Papoose is still legally bound to another woman. Imagine having a significant barrier in the way of your plans to begin a life together. To exacerbate the situation, that barrier, also referred to as Remy, remains hidden in the background and stirs up trouble whenever she can. Let's face it, any lady in Claressa's shoes would be incensed. She is out here supporting, loving, and riding for this man, yet she keeps being sucked into the drama with his ex. It is quite exhausting and unpleasant. And now how long is Claressa expected to be patient? Will she start to demand real answers and action? Is Remy waiting for the alimony payment out of love, or because she knows it will come? Above all, how much time should Pap wait for her to let go? Kindly let me know what you think in the comments area. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications to make sure